to reset my damn titles. No, I'm not going to bother resetting the titles. It's not... I'm probably not going to be going for that much longer. I just want to go through and talk to the council, but... Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I don't know why it keeps doing that. My internet connection apparently doesn't like me streaming, but it only started doing that, like, here within the last week and a half or so. It's really irritating. Bring this back up because YouTube makes it an entirely different instance that I have to bring up in order to continue to interact with chat and stuff. Okay, let me go through this. Oh. Okay. It should be good to go. Having hot gray box.
Tell me about this former partner of yours.
His name was Keiji Okuda, the best hacker and entryman I've ever known. Unfortunately, he slipped up and made himself infamous. He stole something he shouldn't. He warned me it was bad, something that could spark interstellar war if it got out. That information got him killed.
What could he have found that's so bad?
He wouldn't say what it was, just that it was dangerous. He said if it got out, humanity would be in trouble. He encrypted it, wrapped it up in his own memories. To decode
We
the
can't have
information,
huge
you have to
Mantity being
sift
in
through
trouble.
all the time we spent together. Now those memories are all that's left of him.
I can understand why you'd want to get it back.
Getting it back will be easier with your help, Shepard.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun.
Oh, we don't get that lucky.
We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
See you on the ship, Shepard. Alright,
20 kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight. Every
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove any biotic amp you might be wearing.
What? Why?
Unfortunately, sir, biotics can be used as a weapon. The rules require me to confiscate all amps. Could you please hand over yours?
I don't have one. I'm not a biotic.
Oh. Well, when you objected, I thought...
You humans are all racist.
This recruits is a
Freaking
20
Turians.
kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight. Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.3% of light speed. It impacts with the force of a 38 kiloton bomb. That is 3 times the yield of the city buster dropped on Hiroshima back on Earth. That means Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. Now, Serviceman Burnside, what is Newton's first law?
Sir, an object in motion stays in motion, sir.
No credit for partial answers, maggot.
Sir, unless acted on by an outside force, sir.
Damn straight! I dare to assume you ignorant jackasses know that space is empty. Once you fire this hunk of metal, it keeps going till it hits something. That can be a ship, or the planet
technically
behind
it's
that ship.
until
It might
acted
go off into
upon
deep
by an
space and
equal
hit
or
somebody
opposite
else
force.
in 10,000 years. If you pull the trigger on this, you are ruining someone's day. Somewhere and
Somewhere,
sometime.
sometime.
That is why you check your damn targets. That is why you wait
That
for the
is why
computer to
you
give
wait
you
for
a
the
damn
computer to
firing
give you a
solution.
damn firing solution.
That is why, Serviceman Chung, we do not eyeball it. This is a weapon of mass destruction. You are not a cowboy shooting.
Cowboy shooting from the hip.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, I've played this game too much. It's
Can I
great.
help you, sir?
It's been a couple of years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
You'd think a Geth would stand out.
Assumptions
Yeah.
are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
Oh, I thought I had to talk to her. I guess it's the next room. Yeah, it's the next room.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here. Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I was listed as missing in action a couple of years ago.
Would you mind checking with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know.
Oh, that was Bailey.
Yes, I
Cool.
see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
Are you not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually, you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. Then to
Hey, there
customs
you
and
go.
immigration
Welcome
to regain
back.
access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy man. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
Couldn't one of us or both of us get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a massive useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The Council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without a committee vote.
That's why I like you, Bailey.
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs. There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around. That said, you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive. The Council probably wants to talk to the one who saved their scaly asses.
What's the easiest way to get to the Presidium from down here?
Head back through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
How'd you end up working on the Citadel?
I started with the Alliance way back when, but the traveling was killing me. It's a shitty life if you're trying to raise a family, seeing your kids every 6 months. I joined CSEC so I could stay in one place, put down roots.
You like life here on the Citadel?
Life here is good. Hell of a lot different than life back on Earth. I miss the food mostly. You just can't get sockeye salmon here on the station.
You ever get back there?
Earth, every couple of years, less and less all the time. But when I finish my stint with CSEC, there's a nice little place in the foothills I'm gonna retire to. Not that I'm retiring anytime soon.
I wouldn't mind going sockeye salmon fishing sometime. Don't get to go fishing very much.
I overheard your conversation. Make him scream a little?
This isn't a Presidium. All they have to worry about are protesters outside their free speech zones or someone's poodle crapping on the grass. Down here, we have drugs, organized crime, and murder. Policing a ward is like policing New York City. Sometimes you have to work outside the Council's rulebook.
It looks like most of the damage from Sovereign's attack has been repaired.
The Presidium was pretty shot up, of course. They fixed that first.
Oh, of course.
All the wards got hit with debris when the ship exploded. Most of the damage was superficial, and the Keepers got things restored fast. Tasery Ward got the worst. A big chunk hit near the Dillanaga concert hall. They're still clearing wreckage and trying to get power restored.
Dillanaga. Matriarch Dillanaga. Want to hear your answer. Oh, yeah, kicked that guy in the daddy bags to steal. She's pretty great. I like Gabby. My answer, from a character standpoint, would probably be Honestly, the one person in the game that they don't give you the option to romance that I think you honestly should be able to is Kelly Chambers. That girl keeps that ship running smoothly. She makes sure that you don't miss things, and she'll keep your fish fed for you at one point in the game. She is, what's the word? Not overrated, not... She's underappreciated, that's what it is. She's underappreciated. From a personal point of view, would be a very different answer, because I'm gay, so, you know, I'm not going to go for any of the girls. Personally, I kind of wish that they'd let you romance Garrus. I don't know that they don't. I've never played a female character. I think female Shepard can romance Garrus. I've never done it. But yeah, Garrus or maybe Rex would be my romance options, just because Garrus, I really like his personality. Like, he's a good person deep down. He's easygoing. He's easy to get along with. Rex is an entirely different situation. I just want to see how that would play out.
Tell me about this place.
All the wards are more or less multicultural, but the other four are dominated by Asari, Turians, or Solarians. In Zakira, we've got major enclaves of Volus, Elcor, and Hanar. There's also a human commercial zone at Shinakiba. We've got a few Krogan walking around, and I think I saw a Quarian the other day.
Last time I was here, there were no human captains in C-Sec.
The C-Sec took a lot of casualties when the Geth boarded the Presidium. The Special Response Division was hard hit. They stopped turning their noses up at human resumes. They needed bodies in uniform, and we had the most experienced bodies.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Oh god, yeah. Rex keep you on your toes for damn sure. Alright, I am going to... I think I'm going to go back and use the public transit to get to the council quickly. Because I want to do that, get it over with.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you board the shuttle with that.
But this is a ceremonial item of my people.
Warehouse, Herta Foundation, C-Sec Office, Citadel Souvenirs, Warrior Rosen, Dark Star Lounge. Citadel Souvenirs, Dark Star Lounge, Captain Bailey, Sardonis. There doesn't appear to be more than one level here, does there? I don't see any elevators. Warehouse, Rapid Transit. Terminal. So where do I go to talk to the council? Go to the Citadel, request a meeting with the council.
Sir.
Well, that doesn't give you much information, does it?
You humans are all racist.
Alright, I'm going to have to ask you again because I don't remember what area you said I needed to take the transit to.
I need to talk to the council. How can I get to the Presidium from here?
Head through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I should
just
be going.
to the Presidium.
If you need anything else, let me know.
Okay, Presidium, here I come. There's an L core.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real.
Compelling and charismatic.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel.
Really?
The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
So then you think that charisma can compel machines to follow you? That's not how machines work, lady. So keep an eye out. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Take it easy, Legolas. Sleep very well, my dude. And I will see you another night. Cerberus was right.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated by Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems. But Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Oh, this will be anything but quick.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about...
Shepard, what are you doing here?
Stopped by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consular, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Consular.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Consular.
I love Anderson. He's great.
To both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
He does every time I play this game. You get it every time.
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
What happened to Staff Lieutenant Olenko after the Normandy was destroyed?
Staff Commander Olenko is still with the Alliance. But he's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line, that's got to be yours.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Oh, I know that better than anybody.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20 Colony victory cruise. Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
Alright, I'm going to save right here. And I think this is where I am going to call it a night. It is 12:14 a.m. That is 14 minutes after midnight. I want to take a minute to thank Drubal for stopping and hanging out with me this evening. I also want to thank Roy, the Roy Nasty, for coming in and hanging out as well. And I want to thank Legolas on the Shelf on YouTube for coming in and hanging out as well. I appreciate all three of you. I also want to thank anybody else who might have stuck their head in this evening, anyone who might be lurking, anyone who might be watching the VOD. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope everybody sleeps very well this evening. I hope everyone has a fantastic day tomorrow, and I will see anyone interested tomorrow night when we step back into our Assassin's Creed Odyssey playthrough. So, until that happens,